Hi, my name is Greg Pally with West Roofing Systems, and welcome to another edition of Whiteboard Roofing. In today's episode, we're going to talk about commercial roofing options in Cleveland, Ohio. So why make this video? Because we've seen it every single day. There's a lot of building owners, property managers out there that don't know what commercial roofing options they have. They might think TPO is the only thing they can do because that's what's currently on the roof. If you have a metal roof, they might think that you just got to rip it off and replace it. But I just wanted to give you more options. You have more ammo. So you get different quotes, different options, compare them, so you're familiar with what's out there. So the quick answer is, in Cleveland's climate, the best commercial roofing system is a silicone roof coating system. For roofs in decent shape, I wanted to get that out there. It really depends on what roofing system you have and the condition of it. But if the roof is in good shape or decent shape, a roof coating system is the best. It's the cheapest one per square foot by a lot. And we'll get into the benefits of that here in a minute. For built-up roofs or gravel built-up roofs, spray polyurethane foam is your best bet. And for full replacement with severe damage or moisture, get a quote for all systems. Get a quote for metal, spray foam, coatings, EPDM, TPO, PVC. Get a quote for all of them and weigh the pros and cons and go from there. So the first thing is, if you have a roof in decent to good shape, the coating system is the best bet. It's the cheapest roofing system per square foot, $350 to $750, depending on a lot of variables. One roof could have 0% wet insulation, that could be like on the lower end, or a roof that needs 20% of a 100,000 square foot roof needs to be ripped off and replaced. That could drive the cost up towards the other end. A 10-year warranty versus a 20-year warranty, there's a big difference in the thickness of material installed. That drives the cost up. So a lot of variables with cost. There's a link to learn more about those variables. Coating systems, they require the absolute minimum tear off. They cover microscopic openings. They can be used to manipulate slope. They offer a reflective surface, so it gets the UV rays off, lowers the roof temperature, lowers your energy bills, and has a renewable 10 to 20 year warranty. So a lot of benefits with that system that a lot of people don't know are even out there. Usually we do these over TPO, EPDM, PVC, and metal roofs. Now, if you have a gravel built-up or a metal roof, spray polyurethane foam might be a good option for you. Usually, if it's a gravel built-up, we'll vacuum the loose gravel off the roof. Leaves behind a grainy surface, which is very difficult for any other system to go on that. But spray polyurethane foam has great adhesion with that. It really lowers the overall roof cost because you're not doing extra steps to put another membrane on there. For full replacement, like I said, if there's an infrared scan, or core samples are pulled and it's showing a lot of wet insulation, and you've been told that a full tear off is your best option, definitely get quotes for TPO, EPDM, metal, spray foam. Get a quote for all of them. Compare the pros and cons of each system. Let each contractor or system explain why they're the best thing, and then go from there. But just automatically doing a tear off is a bad thing. We see that's a bad practice. They go with one contractor, they say, rip this thing all the way off and put a new TPO roof on there. Well, what if the roof's only 5% saturated? You could just replace that little 5% and put a coating system on there and save 95% of the roof and lower your project cost dramatically. Get quotes for all the systems. Hopefully you learned at least one thing new here today. There's a link in the description. That is a link to the full blog post with more details. But thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.